What's up guys, this is Ruben. Today we're gonna finally give some use to those border permits we got a few weeks ago. But before that, why don't you subscribe to the channel? We are on a little village called Arkid and we are on our way to Sary Chelek. As the way up to the lakes from Arkid would be a 4 hours hike, this time we decided to hitchhike with a lovely Kyrgyz family who took us all the way up to the main lake, Sary Chelek. This reserve contains 7 alpine lakes, Sary Chelek being the largest one of them. Guys, the lake is 230 meters deep. What makes this place special for me is how quick you get into a different Kyrgyzstan. Coming from the village to these lakes comes with an altitude change and nature sweetens up. I understand now why many locals we have met has mentioned this as their favorite location in the country, but requiring a border permit and having not the most easy to find transportation makes this place not a first choice for many. But if you're camping, this is paradise. As we set our tent and enjoyed a quiet evening, we woke up with a little treat of nature. Good morning guys, how lucky are we? Hello. Feels so lucky. One of the coolest things about this place is the actual contact that you have with nature. Like we're just walking on the middle of the place where we put the tent. And you have horses, we had wild foxes, we saw yesterday wild boars, we have cows chilling everywhere. This is such a wonderful experience. In other videos we have taken the entire hiking vibration and we have gone all the way through the entire national parks and just up and down and hundreds of kilometers hiking and camping. This time we are not really feeling it. I am so very pleased with what we're having here. Sary Chelek is such a nice, cute area by the main lake to where we are right now. It just basically took a little bit over an hour walk, and we are more than happy to be just surrounded by nature and animals and actually suck the place in instead of like being running from point A to point B. Coming up here, as it happens in Sary Mogul, it's slightly overpriced if you want to take the route of getting a car or something. It costs around 2,000-3,000 some to come up. It's just $20-30 for 15 kilometers ride. Yes, it's bumpy and probably is worth it, but compared to the prices of everything on Kyrgyzstan, it feels like as you have read and as we read before, to come to Sary Chelek you should have a border permit that allows you to be traveling in areas that are a little bit closer to border controls. So this area is one, part of Lenin's Beach is one, Ainilchek is one, Kelsu is another one. Once we were coming on the Mazruka, there was a post, but nobody ever stopped the Mazruka. Once we came to the entrance and we paid the fee to come in, nobody ever asked for the permits or the passports or anything. That means that at least for the things that we have done, it's being absolutely pointless to pay $35 to a company to get our permits. If you would need to have the permits to camp here, would I still recommend Sary Chelek? Hell yeah! You guys don't know how amazing it is to be in one of these places and not be surrounded by people as it is like in Alakul or it is on Songkul. I think the cool thing on this area, guys, is there's like at least almost in every national park that we have seen there are parts with clean water. 3 years ago when I came here I got a little bit skeptical because I had friends who they were hiking Alakul with me. They got actually sick from the water in the river. But the moment that we decided to do the Heights of Alai, we had 0 pills. We just basically were testing the water when we saw the river was clean and the water was fucking delicious. Not telling this to stimulate anybody to drink it or not drink it, but luckily for us we had 0 problems with the water on the river. How dreamy is this place? Come on. Whew. One of the other reasons, guys, why I entirely suggest to come to these places is because Kyrgyzstan tourism is growing like exponentially. Like, I was here 3 years ago and there was like a tenth of tourism of what it is right now. Every person that you talk to, they say like it's crazy how much people is starting to come here. I saw that coming. I felt it, and that's why I still say, if you are coming now, you're the lucky ones, because Kyrgyzstan is right now still like working on the project of making a highway that is going to cross the entire country, and they're fixing every single road access that comes in Isikul area in the lake, which is going to make traveling around the country fairly easy. People who is coming for like 9-10 days, if you are in Karakol going to Osh, it's such a pain in the ass. These places are starting to become very popular and very touristic, and that comes with people being very greedy when it comes to like charging foreigners and charging tourists certain activities. Transportation is starting to become ridiculous. The fact that we met people that had to pay like close to $200 by CBT to come from Osh to Sary Mogul, it's insane. You know, sorry, there's a cow block here. The reason, for example, why we didn't go to Kelsu, it's because the same CVT netting was charging $160 just to go all the way up the mountain and down. Like, some of those prices make sense. It's off-road. You say spending 4 hours on the road makes sense, but some of the other parts is just like absolutely crazy. You're free to pass. I'm so sorry. Am I scaring you? Why I believe it's so nice to camp here is because places like this remain very down to earth when it comes, for example, to accommodation, and when it comes to having organic human connections with Kyrgyz people. Everybody has a job to do, and I believe people in Kyrgyzstan should take a little action to... One of the most outrageous experiences that we had is when we went to Sary Mogul. All the kids that are 4, 5, 3, 2 years old are trained to come to foreigners and say like, money, money, while they are laughing. Psst, hey! They were trying to eat my pot. The only bad experience we had on the heights of Alai was a guy tried to scam us and tried to get money from us. From my perspective, it's really sad because I have spent 4 months in Kyrgyzstan. They are wonderful people, it's a lovely culture, it's one of the most hospitable people ever. And it makes me sad that because those areas that have the greedy people, it's probably the area where like most of the percentage of like travelers that come for 5-6 days are popping by. And the image of Kyrgyzstan that they're going to live is not the same one that I am. I would encourage people to do a kindness check, and I would also encourage foreigners and tourists to go to places like this, where very likely the experience that you're going to have, even if you pay a little more, it's insanely more local, insanely more kind and more human. And foxes might greet you for breakfast. To come back to the tent and to find this, it's tremendous audacity what I find here. Like, no, no, come out of there. Right, make sure we leave no traces. Beautiful and dramatic. Are you a bigger fan of the bigger or the smaller lakes?
Smaller, for sure, 100%. Yeah, because the smaller ones are like inviting to swim in, and you can get more of a concept of how big it is. This is just so big that, I don't know, for me it reminds me more of the ocean. because it's very big.
I don't know what to tell you. I know what you mean, but like this feels for me like coming out of a. This is movie material. This is movie material. This is so big, and you seem to have like the mountains falling there. Then, like you have clouds on the back. It looks like an entire ecosystem going on just on this area.
This is a massive lake.
It's a fair chunk, guys. This is no jokes. It's not everything really well connected, so we take a long hours to come from place to place. Coming realistically from Osh to here is like it's an strenuous 7 to 8 hours Masruka. It is bumpy, it is dusty, it is very hot. It is a very tiring experience. The reward we get is fantastic. It is very unpeaceful, and I just wish that I would have right now the time and the patience to just relax here for 7-8 days. It's such a beautiful lake. And the ones on the other side are very pretty. It feels very peaceful, barely any tourist compared to anything that we've seen in Kyrgyzstan. It's almost emptier than the mountains, and we're on a touristic area. So I'll take that with me. Next time we come, we just come here for a few days to relax. We have met a very nice young man with his mother, taking a little road trip here, and they are currently taking a boat ride on the lake. Within half an hour they'll be back, and they agreed on giving us a ride down there. Another sign of the amazing Kyrgyz hospitality.
Especially seeing as they offered, we didn't even have to ask. We just mentioned walking and they were like, you can sit in our car.